this Saturday and Sunday at the Holiday Inn Convention Center in Midland. Saturday from 8 to 6 and Sunday from 9 to 5. Come by, sell, trade, swap, or just look. Come on out. There's something for everyone in the family. Guns, coins, wholesale jewelry. This is one of the largest gun shows in the Permian Basin, and it's all this weekend. The Permian Basin Gun Show at the Holiday Inn Convention Center Midland. You gotta be there, and bring the family.
I don't know about you, but record temperature is becoming boring to me lately. We're breaking so many and setting new ones. Every day it seems like we're doing that. 50 is our temperature right now at Big 2. Humidity's 28%. The barometer's falling from 30.29. We have southeasterly wind at 8 miles per hour. This morning's low, look at that, 22 degrees. Whew. It was a little frosty, wasn't it? 56 was today's high. That's just about on schedule. The sun will rise at 7:07 tomorrow morning. It'll set tomorrow evening at 5:58. Another cold morning is expected tomorrow. No precipitation anywhere on the radar. As a matter of fact, very few clouds can be found anywhere in the state. Deep South Texas, around Brownsville, has a few clouds, but that's all. As a matter of fact, let's look at the satellite photos right now. Brownsville, it's a little cloudy there. Most of the clouds in the eastern part of the state and kind of along a frontal boundary to the north of us, the upper Mississippi Valley, Plains, and Great Lakes area. And in the northwest, more cloudiness up there. Snow is falling to the north, but to the south. It looks pretty nice. Here we go, that cloudiness in Brownsville. And otherwise, sunshine statewide. As far as precipitation is concerned, not a whole lot is being reported anywhere across the nation. Very, very light amounts. Well, some of it is in the form of snow, and the radar has a difficult time picking up snow. It just depends on how hard the snow is coming down. In the eastern part of the country, rain showers and thunderstorms extend from the Washington, D.C. area through Georgia and into portions of Alabama, especially the northern and northeastern corner of Alabama. And to the north of us, Des Moines, Iowa is receiving snow right now. So that little blue area is snow also. In Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, it is snowing there in 28 degrees. It's a little cold to the north. Bismarck, North Dakota is reporting 24 degrees right now. They've had snow across this entire region of the country. And look at the frontal systems, one cold front following another. So things are not over yet. We're in the fall, but we're getting too close to winter for my part. The jet stream remains almost in the same position. As to the south of us, colder air continues to pile on top of us. However, things are going to start smoothing out here in the next day or so. Temperatures will start moderating just a little bit. Colder air will be more to the north and will start warming up a little bit in the south. In the southwest, because that jet stream will change our wind pattern a little bit, so we'll have a southwesterly flow. That'll be a little bit warmer. There's not a thing across the state that we can report except sunshine and, well, cool temperatures in the north and warm to mild in the south. High pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere control our weather right now, so it's going to be nice for a while. Tony Teroni in Big Spring is reporting clear and 48 degrees. The wind's calm. Charles Womack in West Odessa is reporting sunshine, 46 degrees with light easterly wind in West Odessa. Our forecast for tonight, cold again. Clear skies, mid-20s for an overnight low with wind light and variable. When those winds die down like that, and that ground is going to be cold tomorrow morning. The sun will shine again tomorrow. Southwesterly wind, a little bit warmer. We're looking at somewhere around 70 degrees. So I'll say upper 60s to the lower 70s, but at least 68 degrees. And it could be just a little bit warmer than that tomorrow. Mid-30s overnight low tomorrow night. On Saturday, sunshine. The lower 70s is what we're looking for a high, and near 40 for an overnight low on Saturday or Friday night, Saturday morning. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Look at this. We're looking at temperatures around 70 degrees for Sunday, dropping back into the 60s for Monday and Tuesday, with nighttime lows dropping back into the mid-30s again by that time of the week, like Monday and Tuesday. Saturday won't be such a bad day. I think it'll be a good day to get out and about and do things. Matter of fact, the Odessa Optimist Make-A-Wish Foundation is sponsoring a pancake breakfast at Wynwood Mall in Odessa, 42nd Grandview, this coming Saturday, November 4th, from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. Tickets are $2.50, and it goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Pancakes, that sounds good.
That's where I will have breakfast Saturday morning.
Two great groups, too. They have some great programs. Make-A-Wish, of course. Thank you, Jay Gordon. Coming up next in our sports, the Chaps tip off their season tonight.
And Permian gets ready for the big showdown. Skip is next.
Reason the Permian Basin over the years. You remember a lot of them, but tomorrow night, a dandy's going to kick off.
I think everyone waits for this game each and every year, kind of like the Super Bowl is to high school football is what Permian and Midland Lee is. We are now just one day away from the Permian Lee game, and the Panthers, boy, this kickoff won't come soon enough. They have waited a very long year for redemption. Of course, last year, Permian lost to Lee 22-21, and that cost Mojo the outright district championship. For Coach Gary Gaines, his shot at redemption, he is 0-3 against Lee. He's not worried about that record. He wants his team to win the District 4-5A championship.
I think that's what high school football is all about. It's two teams coming together and both rising up and trying to meet the challenge of winning the district championship, and I think that's what makes the sport great. It's getting to him sort of, I guess, that, you know, he's never beat a Lee team, and hopefully we'll be the first one under him to beat them. And, you know, that adds a little extra incentive.
I think I'm going to win this for him and for me and my teammates, too. You know, it's been 3 years we haven't beat them in 3 years. This is me and a few, you know, last year up here, so we can win it this year.
I want to remind everyone that the kickoff for tomorrow night's game has been moved to 7 o'clock to accommodate the television broadcast by Sports Channel America and HSE. Odessa High Broncos will have a chance to finish the season 6-3 with a victory tomorrow night over Midland High. Coach Jerry Taylor's done a great job this year. His only losses to Lee, Permian, and Paladuro. And for the seniors on OHS, it's a chance to be the first Bronco team in many years to win 6 games.
Going out a winner would mean a lot, you know, especially this is my last year under all the coaches, you know, Coach Taylor and Coach Warham. You know, just winning for them and for me and for the whole team, that'd be a good positive note.
I'm gonna miss it. You know, I enjoy practice sometimes, and you know, I'm just gonna miss coming out and playing, you know, high school football. We want to go out and win with a winning victory, and I want our record to, you know, look like we winning. So I hope we go out and win.
That game, by the way, kicks off tomorrow night at Ratliff at 8 o'clock. Midland College will open its basketball season tonight at home against Wilson Optical, an AAU basketball team from the city of El Paso. The Chaps are ranked number 12 in the preseason polls, but they haven't played a game yet, so Coach Reggie Franklin's still not sure what to expect. He has recruited some outstanding players this year. These guys have been playing against each other since early fall. It's been a long wait to play somebody else.
Well, yeah, it's kind of been long, but, you know, it's like everyone's been kind of used to playing against each other in practice and just ready to play against some fresh meat.
Oh, yes. I'm tired, you know, playing the same people every day, ready for some fresh blood.
Those guys sound like vampires, fresh meat and fresh blood. Well, they will play Wilson Optical tonight at 7 o'clock. Earlier today in the Shap Classic, Dodge City of Kansas beat Murray State of Oklahoma 62-57, and the defending Shap Classic tournament champions, Jacksonville, had no trouble with Cisco Junior College, 92-77. The Midland College game starts in about 30 minutes. And in South Plains, a team from this Western Conference, also ranked in the top 20, will take on Garden City of Kansas. That will be at 9 o'clock. Breeders' Cup race is coming up this weekend, and it will be another classic showdown between Easy Goer and Sunday Silence. Remember, they had that great...
All right, welcome back, everybody. Yes, indeed, another cold night shaping up for West Texas. Temperatures, as a matter of fact, officially at Midland, already colder than what we saw last night at this time. But there's a big difference. Our winds now out of the south and southeast, and that will mean temperatures for tonight still on the chilly side. Don't get me wrong, but temperatures will not fall down to 22 degrees. Right now, we're shooting for a record-breaking low of 26 degrees. By the way, the old record for tomorrow, 29, set back in 1951. Again, we should break that one without too much of a problem. As far as the situation is concerned right now across West Texas, temperatures again on the chilly side, 41 degrees in Big Spring, 42 in Andrews. Odessa, really not all that bad, but these temperatures again will be dropping several more degrees an hour over the next several hours, as a matter of fact. Odessa at 46, Monahans at 42, 43 in Pecos. Let's check out the mountains. Marfa at 41 degrees, Guadalupe Pass, current temperature at 38. Now the situation in Midland, we have clear skies. Current temperature, as mentioned, very, very cold, 36 degrees. Relative humidity at 46%. Here are the winds that I mentioned, and this is why I think we'll start to see a warming trend over the next several days. Out of the southeast at 6, the pressure starting to tail off just a little bit at 30.29 inches. Let me show you the satellite weather picture. We've got a very, very tranquil picture, no doubt about that, across Texas. Nothing but clear skies for Texas, as well as the southwestern part of our nation. Here's the big picture. We could go in search of some clouds, but really having a tough time finding them across the southwestern part of the country, as well as the south central part of our nation. We do have a little bit of cloud cover up across the Pacific Northwest and the East Coast. That's where the rain showers are located. In some places, some rather heavy rain right off the Carolina coast, and in other places, some rather heavy snow. Let me show you the spotlights as far as tonight is concerned. 35 inches of snow already on the ground for the folks in Hurley. Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, already 35 inches, and this is, again, since Wednesday. Now, freeze warnings are in effect for a good chunk of central and north-central Texas, including the Hill Country and around the Dallas metropolitan area. Arkansas under freeze warnings for tonight. Other parts of the Ohio Valley seeing freezing weather for tonight as well. Meanwhile, in Fort Lauderdale, record high temperature for today, 90 degrees. Miami topped off at 88. Weather map for tonight, the ridge of high pressure that's been controlling our weather for the past several days continues to do so, and that's why I expect to see plenty of clear weather over the next several days. If you remember, it came down from Canada. That's why the past several days have been very cold, but now that our winds have switched towards the southwest, temperatures will start to warm up over the next several days. We'll be in the middle 60s for tomorrow, into the 70s, believe it or not. For the weekend, some traveling temperatures for you tomorrow elsewhere across Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, 58 in Albuquerque, 67 in El Paso, Lubbock at 65 for tomorrow, Amarillo, high temperature at 66. We'll come back with the forecast for the Permian Basin as well as the remainder of West Texas and southeast New Mexico right after this word from Texas Commerce Banks.
Stephen Weisenfeld reports to us that those of you who suffer with allergies, it's not as good a report as we had for you earlier this week because trees, in particular, cedar trees are now high, so you may have some problems with that. Also, dust, of course, the windy conditions we had the last couple of days, coupled with the dry weather, has sent that in the high range. So warnings for cedar and dust, and also mold spores are moderate, but everything else low to none on weeds and grasses. Well, let's talk a little bit about temperatures and what should it be this time of year in November. I know a lot of you have been wondering, is it supposed to be this cold? Well, no, not really. Average low this time of year should only be 44 degrees. We should be hitting 70 in the afternoons. Well below that, though, today. And tomorrow morning, we're probably going to break another record here in Midland, Odessa. 1951, we got down to 29 degrees. I think we'll beat that, though, because we're already getting a good start on it. All across West Texas, temperatures are tumbling underneath clear skies. There's no blanket of clouds to keep us warm like it is in Brownsville, where they're 57. But it's 35 in Amarillo, 41 in Hobbs, and 42 in El Paso. It's going to be quite chilly by the time you get up in the morning. Many of us are going to be in the 20s, mid-upper 20s throughout the Permian Basin, down through the Davis Mountains. Outside of that range, most of you are going to be in the 30s, South Texas, in the range of 40s and 50s. But warmer weather is on the way. We're seeing a good block of high pressure build in across the western half of the country. Winds will start coming more from the southwest, and that indicates to us that temperatures will start to go up. That's what's going to happen, and so the weekend is looking very nice. Now, in the east, it's a messy situation. Here's the cold front that came through here, now stretched through the Gulf and back into the eastern half of the country. Snow around the Great Lakes and parts of the mountains of New Hampshire and Vermont, but otherwise, it's a fairly quiet picture. You can see the western half of the country on the national radar free and clear of any activity. All of it continues to be over in the east. Now, tomorrow, as I mentioned, plenty of sunshine all across the state. If you're going to be traveling from 70 in El Paso to 74 in Brownsville, 59 in Amarillo, so a delightful day in Texas. Pecos, you'll be up to 74 degrees. Presidio, the warm spot, at about 82. We're all going to be knocking on the door of 70 degrees, and that's going to feel quite nice after having a very chilly night tonight. So here's your forecast now. Plenty of sunshine for tomorrow. Warmer temperatures. I think most of us are going to be in that 70-degree neighborhood with southwest winds 10 to 15. Tomorrow night, big high school football night here. It's going to be clear, but not as cold. 39 by the time we get to Saturday morning. And the extended outlook, speaking of Saturday and Sunday, in the 70s. We will have some of the best weather of anywhere in the United States. Low humidity and mild temperatures for the weekend.
Sounds fabulous.
It will be, and lots of sunshine, too.
Thanks, Jack.
Well, next in sports, it's the biggest high school football game this season. Midland Lee versus Permian.
And Jay is next with the latest on preparations for the big matchup. Stay with us.
Question: where in Ector County can you go at any time, night or day, for emergency health care? Question: where in Ector County can you phone anytime with questions about health care for your child? Question: where in Ector County can you go to receive nationally recognized heart surgery? Answer: Medical Center Hospital, the primary health care facility for our families. Ector County Hospital District needs our support. Write a prescription for better health care. Vote for the hospital district on Tuesday, November 7th.
We took the food in affordable, and then we added friendly people. A great West Texas tradition
Experience a new standard of luxury and safety, the Ford Crown Victoria from 1990, with an all-redesigned interior and the latest safety features at Sewell.
Put the Ford in affordable for over 50 years. A great West Texas tradition, Sewell Ford.
You're watching Channel 9 News at 10 o'clock.
Breathe, breathe. We're having our baby's gonna be a breeze.
We do everything we can to make having your baby at Odessa Women's and Children's Hospital a healthy, happy family experience.
Oh, I wish I could have had little Alex for you.
You can't imagine how comforting that is to me.
Odessa Women's and Children's Hospital. You'll want to call us your hospital.
It's time to discover the item of the week for the Making It to Mexico Scavenger Hunt Sweepstakes. Just bring the item or the name of the item written on a 3x5 index card to Pizza Hut to register, and you could win a 7-day, 6-night trip to Cozumel, Mexico. Compliments of Stouffer's Presidente Hotel, American Airlines, Pizza Hut, and Channel 9. This week's item of the week is piñata. Bring the item or the name of the item on a 3x5 index card to Pizza Hut to register. And be sure to try our new Mexican pizza.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of hot shots getting ready. That's a great game.
Well, that's right. It's going to be a good game, and it's drawn a lot of interest. We've talked about this a little bit today, and I think you're going to really see it tomorrow. There are a lot of folks who wish they had tickets, and if they don't, they're going to be out of luck unless they live outside the country. Then they're going to see a good ball game. So we're going to tell you all about that. About 22 hours, the Permian-Midland Lee Clash will once again take to the field, as this one will decide the District 4-5-8 title race. Now, crews were busy setting up for tomorrow's live telecast today across the nation. Sports Channel America is doing the game, and they say they are treating this one just like a professional telecast.
Initial expectations of this, that it was going to be a difficult kind of project, but it's really turned out to be a different kind of an event. You know, after doing NFL and college football and things of that sort, coming and doing a high school football game, it has more of a local flavor, and it brings back a lot of memories for myself when I was playing high school football. And it also gets back to the roots, the essence of what football is all about.
I heard that the Permian-Lee rivalry was probably the best rivalry in all of Texas, and we wanted to capture that for a national audience. We wanted to give them a flavor of what West Texas football was all about.
Friday night, we'll pit Midland High and Odessa High. Now, the pair has got to be feeling like Rodney Dangerfield getting no respect this week due to the Permian-Lee matchup. Broncos could go 4-2 with a win with district season, with a win on Friday night.
We're going to have to play quite well. We need to perform both offensively and defensively, but if we could see our way clear to win this ball game, the last district game of the season, it would enhance our season record, and we're certainly going into it expecting to win.
We've enjoyed it every week. You know, there's been some times where we've had some mental breakdowns, but overall, you know, we've had a good season. We've never gave up. You know, that's what's so good about this team. You know, we're going to miss these guys, or I'm going to miss these guys after football season. It's going to be tough.
Well, of course, have more on Friday night's matchups coming up for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. All right, some of the top junior college basketball players in the state and the nation are in town this weekend for the annual Shep Classic preseason hoop tournament at Midland College. Defending champion Jacksonville won earlier today to advance. While tonight, the host team, the number 12-rated Shaps, hosted Wilson Optical, which is a top AAU team. We go out to Shap Center, where they were hoping to do some dances tonight as they opened up the Classic. Early on, as freshman Ron Johnson at the point. He would drive in, pass, then he gets the dish, top of the key. He gets that one to fall. Shaps were up 21-14. But back would come Wilson Optical. Jeff Williams, formerly of New Mexico State, misses. But Fred Reynolds there was there to stick it in. He played at UTEP, by the way, Shaps by 7. Later is Johnson again from outside. He cans it. Shaps were up 25-18, rather, after 1. Another man who was hot outside was former Andrews star Jim Bice. He cans a three-pointer there. Shaps, though, they had a tough time tonight. They lose the opener at 97-92. They play at 2 o'clock tomorrow against Murray State. By the way, the other game, the OC Wranglers went on the road tonight. They were at the New Mexico Junior College Tournament. They win that one 78-76 over Alvin. Beginning tonight here on Channel 9, we'll help area fishermen with the Channel 9 Fishing Report. It's a rundown of area lakes and what's biting out there, the fish you can get. Now, we picked up a handful of the West Texas lakes. We're going to run down some of the conditions for you. Amistad is one of the hot lakes this time of year. 72 is the current temperature of the water. The level's down a little bit, about 6.5 feet, but black bass are fair. Striper are fairly good at the dam. The crappie are slow. Catfish are good in 50 to 100 feet of water. Colorado City is at 70 degrees temperature. It's about 7 feet below. Nasworthy, Twin Buttes, O.C. Fisher about the same. They're all a little bit low this time of year, and fishing, they say, is very good there. So if you're looking at going, you may want to get out and see what happens there. Lake Spence, though, it's down quite a bit. You see there, 32 feet is the level. It's down 68 degrees of temperature, though that's not a bad lake. Black bass are fair. Striper are slow. Crappie are slow. White bass are slow. Catfish, they say, are fair. So if you're going out this weekend, do be careful out on the area lakes, but it looks like it might be a good weekend if you want to do some fishing. Again, Permian-Midland Lee matchup coming up tomorrow. We're going to run that down for you again tomorrow at 5 and 6. A lot of games around the area. We'll run those down as well.
All right, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Well, November has blown in some awfully cold winds.
Sure has, and meteorologist Jack
and marathon runners.
Here are FM 98's Kathy Redwine and Rick Jordan with To the Weekend.
Lots of things to do around the Permian Basin this weekend. The Junior League is sponsoring the 7th annual Merry Marketplace this weekend, all weekend long, at the Ector County Coliseum. It's a holiday shopping extravaganza, and they even have a comedy show Saturday night in Barn G.
And the 5th annual Mistletoe Christmas Store this weekend at Midland Courtyard Shopping Center. You'll find new holiday gifts, also decorations. And it all benefits the High Sky Children's Ranch. It's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
The Marion Blakemore Planetarium Saturday shows Is There Intelligent Life? And Sunday it's Ancient Sky Watchers of Mexico. Saturday and Sunday, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and it's free to the public.
And the YMCA sponsoring a half marathon run and relay team race this Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, North Big Spring in Midland. I'm Rick Jordan.
And I'm Kathy Redwine with this week's edition of To the Weekend for the Big 2 News Update.
Yeah, Kathy Redwine had her sweater on there, and I'm sure a lot of people need to take their sweaters along with them to the football games.
That is right. It won't be a bad night. The low temperature, we speak of 34 degrees. We don't mean when the sun goes down it's going to hit 34 and stay there all night long. It hits early the next morning as you're about to get up. So tomorrow evening, we have a temperature reading of 70 degrees tomorrow, which will hit about 5 or 6 o'clock. Then it will go down slowly, and I think through the night, through the game period of the night, I think probably will drop into the 50-degree range. So it would be advisable to take a little sweater along.
No rain.
No rain.
But tomorrow night, you're going to have more on the OHS Midland High game, right?
We'll have that. We'll also have a heck of a lot more on the Lee Permian game. We'll be live from Memorial Stadium. Special interviews with Jack Terrian and John Wilkins, 2 former head coaches at Lee and Permian, and some great plays from past Permian Lee games and a whole lot more.
And I got a feeling you'll make his prediction when the game is over.
I'll tell you who wins then.
We'll twist his arm. Well, thanks for making Big 2 News part of your Thursday night. Cheers is next.
We invite you to join us tomorrow evening at 6 for all your news, sports, and weather. Good night.